Hi, Eric Leikam here. Well, it's flooding down in Texas, and tragically, people are losing their lives. Coming up on this Tex Talk, I'll reveal the 5 deadliest flooding events in Texas history, plus a special life saving message for you from the Texas Department of Transportation. This is a Tex Talk special report. Well, sadly, Texas is no stranger to deadly flooding. Here in Central Texas, we're having an event unfold before us that's just tragic. So far, 51 people have died, 27 remain missing. Here in Travis County, we've had 4 people die and 10 people missing. It's just terrible. A lot of these deaths were people who were swept away while they were in their cars. In fact, over 500 people, 500 Texans have died in the last 60 years just from vehicular flooding. So with that in mind, watch this important message from TxDOT.
It's not always easy to see how dangerous water is on the road. Strong currents and 2 feet of water can sweep a vehicle away. Don't chance it. Turn around. Don't drown.
Here are 5 of the most significant flooding events in Texas history in terms of loss of life, property damage, and historical significance. Number 5, the Central Texas flood of 1998. Heavy rains from the remnants of Hurricanes Madeline and Lester combined with a stalled cold front and dropped up to 30 inches of rain in 36 hours along the Guadalupe River and San Antonio metro area. It caused 31 deaths, $750 million in damages, and widespread destruction in communities like Cuero, where floodwaters diverted 2.5 miles from the Guadalupe River. 24 counties were declared federal disaster areas. Now, this one led to improved flood warnings and emphasized the dangers of Texas's flash flood alley. Number 4, Hurricane Alice in 1954. After a record drought, Hurricane Alice struck the Rio Grande Valley, dumping over 16 inches of rain in 24 hours. The Rio Grande crested at over 61 feet in Laredo, and a 30-foot wall of water hit Ozuna. It was severe flooding in Laredo, Eagle Pass, and Ozona. 500 homes destroyed in Ozona alone. This was a 1 in 2,000 year flood event. Its extreme rainfall and rare flash flood event in a typically dry region underscored the unpredictability of Texas flood. And, by the way, it was the first time that a hurricane had the same name in 2 consecutive years. Number 3, the Thrall Flood of 1921. In September 9th and 10th of 1921, a tropical depression from the Bay of Campeche dropped almost 40 inches of rain in 36 hours in Thrall, Williamson County, setting a U.S. record for 24-hour rainfall of 38.2 inches. That was before Harvey, by the way. The San Antonio River swelled, causing widespread flooding in San Antonio and surrounding areas. 215 people were killed, 93 in Williamson County, 51 in San Antonio. $19 million in damage in 1921 money, which is more like $330 million today. 13 bridges destroyed. It prompted major flood control issues and remains a benchmark for flooding disasters in Texas. Number 2, Hurricane Harvey, 2017. Category 4 hurricane made landfall near Rockport, stalling over eastern Texas and dumping up to 60 inches of rain. That's 6-0, particularly in Houston. The prolonged rainfall caused catastrophic flooding across southeast Texas. It broke a record for the most rainfall in the U.S. in 24 hours. 103 people died, $125 billion in damages, one of the costliest U.S. disasters, the most expensive Texas disaster, and has led to widespread recovery efforts. And the number 1 flooding disaster in Texas history, well, that would be the Great Hurricane of Galveston of 1900. A Category 4 hurricane, this is before they had categories, by the way, with winds up to 145 miles an hour, struck Galveston, causing a 15-foot storm surge that inundated the city which was less than 9 feet above sea level. The storm destroyed much of the infrastructure and is considered the deadliest natural disaster in U.S. history. At least 6,000 people died, probably more like 8,000. About $1.25 billion in damages. And after that, they built a seawall in Galveston to try to protect it from future flooding. This unprecedented death toll and destruction reshaped disaster preparedness, not only in Texas, but in the entire United States of America.
Like 'em, we love 'em.
If you want to help the victims of Central Texas flooding, there are several things you can consider doing. You can consider contributing to the Red Cross. You can contribute to the Salvation Army. There is also a Kirk County Relief Fund that is being put up that'll help nonprofits and governmental agencies. If you want to help individuals and families, there are several GoFundMes that are being set up. I myself am supporting an organization called Truck Bed Ministries, which is taking diapers and pet food and medical supplies directly to victims in the Hill Country.